First, when you think about Easter, you picture pretty new dresses, Easter egg hunts, and of course, Easter baskets. And today, we are showing off the happiest baskets that go way above and beyond the expected. These are dripping in ribbon, embellishments, flowers, and simply scream spring. And designer Aimee Ferre is here to show us how to make these at home and easily, right?
I think pretty easy. A little more time, but easy.
Okay, so this is kind of taking me back to my childhood, actually, with these kind of wicker baskets.
I know. Well, they took me back to DI to get some of these baskets. DI, the dollar store, Target, less than $5. You can make a beautiful basket with just a little bit of time and just a little bit of dollars.
So we're starting with these baskets that is that what they are? Are they wicker baskets?
Yeah,
straw baskets?
Rattan, wicker,
rattan,
yeah.
okay. And you brought, I mean, they're in all different colors, all different shapes and sizes. I love this blue one up here.
That one is my favorite one.
My brother had one like that when we were kids.
That was my favorite one. I found that at DI. It was actually, it was just a natural rattan color. And I just got a can of Rust-Oleum, and they have this shades of beautiful colors right now in coral and this kind of robin's egg blue. And I just spray painted it. So it kind of gave it a different, kind of spruced it up a little bit, made it more modern.
And you're adding things, not only paint to these baskets, but if you're looking at the details here, and the cameras might have to get up close and personal, because you've added just the little simplest, cutest embellishments to these baskets. Like on the front of this basket, you've got little, and you did these, you illustrated these little clip arts, and you've just glued them right onto the front of the basket. Yeah,
so I have a printable that's gonna be available on Etsy. Well, it is available on Etsy, and all you need, a pair of scissors, cut it out, glue it on the front. And then of course, in February, I did a segment on Galentine's Day, and I taught how to make these coffee filter flowers. Very inexpensive. You use 6 coffee filters per flower, and you can just create beauty. I mean, the spring, the pastel colors, it just makes it so fun for everybody to look at and to take their baskets and fill with eggs.
It is so fun. You're going to walk us through some of the details and what you've done to each of these baskets. Do you want to start with the coffee filter flowers? Yeah,
sure. So on this one, I think I did about 14 different flowers using between 3 to 6 coffee filters. These were all pre-dyed. Again, it's all on my blog. I'll link you to the Galentine's Day entry, and you can see how to make those in more detail with a tutorial. And then on these right here, I've used the illustrations, from the download you can get cut out, just glue on the front. And I'm going to teach you how to make one of these. This one, the coral with the kind of the carnation-looking center. But they just a lot of bang for your buck on those flowers. They just really add, and then with the illustrations, it just kind of makes it more whimsical and fun.
I love this little small detail you hear. This little butterfly sticking out of the flower.
Yes, I love butterflies, birds, nests, all that. So I try to incorporate something like that in, and it's just popping right out of the flower. Yes. Yeah, and they're little, I've got them on this one too, actually. This one's...
Oh yeah, they're sticking
This one's kind of I've got a couple of those little details in the front. But it just adds to making it look come alive.
And how are you actually attaching them to the basket?
Okay, that's really easy, and I'm going to demonstrate.
Okay.
Do you want me to demonstrate the flower right now?
Yeah, let's see the flower.
All right, so these are all pre-dyed. I cut them out. I'll have some templates on the blog, but I'm just going to tell you, you can screw up, it doesn't matter. You don't even notice. Once they're all folded together, you're not even gonna notice. So these look a little more perfect, but if you mess up, it's not a big deal.
And how are you dyeing them? Because they're starting as this.
So this is all on my blog, but it's RIT dye. I've also, some of them are different colors, and I've used an acrylic paint that I just diluted with water. Okay. So like the blues, if you can't find a RIT dye that you like, you can just get acrylic paint and just dilute it. If you make it really thick, the coffee filters stick together, but you can still get them apart, and you can get more of a color rainbow.
Do you paint them all together, or do you just do a stack?
So let's see, let's pretend like this is just a white. Oh yeah, you've got the white. Yep. So I just take a tub of the RIT dye, and I dip it in like that, and the coffee filter just absorbs all that color right in, and it will kind of have that bleeding effect, like on these. So this one's a little more solid. I drenched it, and then I squoze them, and then you hang them up to dry. You need a day or two to let them dry. If you're in a rush, get your blow dryer, and you can heat them up and get them dry that way. Okay. So basically, you cut the flower. These centers, you can purchase in a craft department. These are awesome. But you can also buy them in the kitchen store, like a Williams-Sonoma, Sur La Table.
Oh,
They
okay.
cut herbs. That's why they have them. So anyway, that's how I did these edges. And you just cut. You can just, the magic of TV, it's already done, but.
It's like cutting 4 lines at one time.
And I take about 10 coffee filters, and it just gives it that nice fringe.
Okay.
So you've got those done. I'm gonna use 3 of these for the center to make the center really full. And I just kind of bunch them together, take the next center, bunch it together.
And you're layering them one
I'm just
on top
layering
of the other.
them so that it kind of has that really full feel. And I've gotten really fast at this because I've made hundreds of them over the years. And then I kind of twist at the bottom, and then I cut that little tail off.
Okay, that's smart, and then it'll actually stick right into the flour.
Yeah, then it sticks right in, and when I stick the glue in, it kind of seeps. Oh dear, the glue's for some reason not on.
We'll pretend.
We'll
the
pretend the magic of TV, and then we stick. You're going to take 1 layer of the petals.
And then are you doing the same thing? So you're going to layer the flower petals as well?
You're just going to layer them and kind of, make sure you fill in the gaps there. That. Yeah, I think we didn't turn on the set button there.
And are you gluing each layer as it goes? If you have hot glue?
Yes. So if I have the hot glue, I'm just going to glue down here at the base. Look at my glue gun. That has been well used. Wouldn't you say? It's been well used.
A good
and then I'll
glue
take that glue at the bottom again.
So 3 for each. You're doing 3 for the center, 3 for the outside.
For this one, I like it nice and full. And then look, you've got your great flour. And then all I did, and I was gonna demonstrate this with the glue gun, but all I did was I don't wire it on. I think it just takes up too much time. I'm lazy. So I just glue right there and I just hold it. Now,
and just straight on.
These right here.
What is this?
Okay, so these are the best. I live for these because I have all kinds of war wounds from my glue gun. So these are just little tips that you can hold, and I put one on my thumb and one on my index.
Where do you find these?
These are made by Darice. I believe you can get them at Joann's, Amazon.
And are they made for hot glue guns?
They're made for hot glue guns. In fact, I want a glove. I want to invent a glove that can, so that you don't get the glue drips down here. But I just hold it. With my 2 fingers, I just hold it, and the glue will seep around it. And
wherever you want it to go.
Yes, and you just kind of hold it for 30 seconds until it's kind of tight. And then I did the same thing, put the glue here and just
wherever you
stuck
think
it on
they look best.
Yes, yep. And then, seriously, it's as easy as that. It's a glue gun. You can wire on. I've even taken on one of the baskets, I'm not sure if, no, it's not over there. I've glued it directly to a piece of ribbon. You can glue it to the ribbon and then tie it on. If it's a basket you want to use for something else and don't want it necessarily to be for Easter,
then just work on tying it on.
You can just tie it on, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Moving on to this last one over here in the corner, Aimee.
Yes.
This is the cutest thing. And how did you even dream this up?
I don't know. I have a fascination with puppets and when I was young, my grandmother had a little Nutcracker puppet set for Christmas. And ever since then, I've just loved little finger puppets, little things to play with. So I painted this little theater, and you can cut it out with you've got to use these tiny little thread clipper scissors.
Okay, so
because it gets a little more detailed, yeah. Because, I've done little grass that I've cut there, but you can see that you can just cut the grass right off if you don't have the patience or the time. I was just having fun with it. But, and I have a full tutorial on my blog because it's not that extensive, but you can see there's little cardboard spacers here that give it more of a 3-dimension. And then I took skewers.
Oh, and these are the cutest little animals.
And they're the cutest little guys. And look, come here. We can play a little, have a little puppet theater here. And you can just imagine and play, and you do them upside down so that you can enter from the top.
Okay.
You could do it from the bottom if you wanted. I just thought with a basket, it was something I tied onto the basket to kind of add as a little bonus Easter toy for the kids. So these downloads I've used on the bottom of the basket over here. You can cut them out and use them over there, or you can create the puppet theater with them. It's kind of a great value.
Okay, and where can people find you?
AimeeFerre.com is my blog, or you can go to, I'm on Instagram, AimeeFerre.com. AIMEE.
Okay, thanks so much, Aimee.
Thank
Such fun ideas. We appreciate you being here.